have a quick attendance check so that I can begin with the session. Ritika. Friends, I'll not be able to mark your attendance till the time I don't see you.
Yes, ma'am. It is 397,850.
All right, Nitish. Juhi, Krupal, Priyanka, you may please switch off your video so that I can see the others as well. I see Manoj, Nitish, Rajesh, you may all switch off. Dashrath, I haven't seen. Indrajit, I haven't seen. If you need to mark your attendance, please switch on your videos. Very, very simple instruction. I don't think there's too much of confusion.
Ma'am, is it visible now? Preeti this side.
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yes. Rajkumar, Manoj, Indrajit, Ritika, Suman, you may all switch off your videos. All right. Have I missed anyone? Do let me know.
मैम मेरा नाम नहीं लिया राजू कुमार
You were busy having a conversation with your colleagues when your name was called Rajkumar. So yes, it has been marked. Don't worry.
ठीक है
All right. Yes. Anybody else who has a concern? In fact, I didn't see Vivek also, I think. Vivek?
You have called my name, ma'am. Hello.
Singh.
Yes, ma'am. You have called my name.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Okay, yes. All right. So let us begin. We start the session on term deposits and a very, very simple product, so to say, very, very popular product when it comes to our cross sell, when it comes to our KRA, holding a lot of weightage in our business. Want to check what is it that you can tell me about term deposits? What would you say would be the USPs of an Axis Bank term deposit? Let's start with Preeti. Preeti, if you can just let us know how is it or what is it that you understand about term deposits and what would you say are the USPs of the Axis Bank term deposit?
Yeah, so it's like also known as the fixed deposit terms.
Can you speak with the video on, please? And that's a request for everyone. When we speak, we would want the videos to be on.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
So,
Manoj, please switch off your video. Let me speak to Preeti. And Preeti, I would want you to switch on your video. Thank you.
yeah, fixed deposits, like it is also known as like fixed deposit terms, which is classified into two different yeah, like it is different rates. So it comes with different rates for normal citizens and like normal clients, and for senior citizen clients.
Okay. So currently, what are the fixed deposit rates that are being offered by Axis Bank?
I believe it's for senior citizens 7.95 and for normal 7.25. It's been
All
recently
right.
since I believe since 20th after 20th April.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for a long time, fixed deposits have been a constant source of funds for the RM, especially when it comes, thank you, Preeti, when it comes to sourcing new funds, sourcing new accounts, sourcing new relationships. A lot of customers walk into the branch checking or wanting to know what the fixed deposit rates are. Today, we have the advantage when it comes to our peer competitive banks, when it comes to FD rates, because clearly we have an edge when it comes to the rates, and we would want to understand this term deposit offering of Axis Bank well, right? So today, all of y'all are new joinees or new to the role, as the case may be. Some of y'all also have had lateral movements within the organization. We would want you to understand that a major part of your liability book, your KRAs, depend upon the funds that you source. Today, you have the opportunity of, if you've gone through the first day KRA session where we talked about, entity sourcing, you would want to make sure that today, for a long time, term deposit was a closed architecture. But today, if you have the opportunity to source funds even from a customer who doesn't have any live TD, it would be counted to your credit. So ensure that we achieve this parameter of term deposits. We would want to make sure that you're good in sourcing and you are able to do this business well. So with that thought, let us start with the session. So term deposits, as we all know, has been a very, very core product, a core banking product. Do let me know if the slides are visible. I just want to have a quick check from the participants. The slides are visible?
Yes,
All right.
visible.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
So today, when we talk about our affluent customers, any financial planner, any person who is doing financial planning for their customers would always allocate some portion in term deposits, right? Though there are multiple investment avenues, instruments available for the customer, we as a practice do park some amount of our funds in term deposits. Anyone who can tell me why? Anyone? Nitish, if you can respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
टर्म डिपॉजिट हमारे कस्टमर के लिए सबसे सेफ है ना
Can we
इन्वेस्टमेंट
speak in
होती है।
English, please? Can we speak in English? Yeah, try again.
टर्म डिपॉजिट एक सेफ इन्वेस्टमेंट है मैम,
Okay.
कस्टमर के बिहाफ में।
Okay.
तो इस कस्टमर को हम लोग सबसे सेफ्टी हम लोग डिपॉजिट मान सकते हैं।
Okay. English is a problem, Nitish. Okay. Yes. Anybody else who can say why term deposits? Vrindavan?
मेजरली
Yes, Vrindavan. Vrindavan Mohanty. If you can respond. Manoj, coming to you, let me just check if Vrindavan has a response.
हेलो
All right, over to you, Manoj.
हाँ मैम, टर्म डिपॉजिट 5 ईयर के लॉक इन पीरियड के साथ आता है और इसमें क्या है,
Again,
टैक्स सेविंग
English,
भी रहता है।
please. English, please. Yeah. Try again.
मैम मैं हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल हूँ मैम।
Yeah, but we need to speak to our customers in English also. I understand there is a comfort zone. Can we try moving out of our comfort zone and try speaking in English as well? आपके customer को हिंदी नहीं पता, तो हम क्या करेंगे? How will we converse? You all are priority relationship managers. We can't have communication as a skill that is restricting your conversation with the customer. Yes. Anybody else who would want to talk about term deposits? Yes, Vrindavan? Did call out your name but didn't get any response earlier. I hope you realize your participation is also being scored and it is being taken as a feedback in terms of your participation, your attentiveness, your involvement in the training program, because at the end of the training program, these would be parameters that would be shared with your supervisors. It goes as a part of your HR records, and I would want you all to be careful on that front. All right. Just by logging in and marking your attendance is not the end game. We would want you to have a qualitative review against your name as well. Yes, Ritika.
Ma'am, through fixed deposit, a customer can fix some amount of money which is not useful for him right now, which is
Okay.
not useful, and can earn interest on that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I know all of you. Thank you. I know all of you all are intelligent enough and have been doing the business for some time now. So as such, the product per se would not require any introduction. But yes, term deposit are funds that are placed by the customer with the bank for a definite period of time. earning a specified rate of interest depending upon the period for which the money is parked. The customer has the flexibility to make a premature withdrawal. If the case may be, the customer has the flexibility to go in for an overdraft facility in case of a financial crunch. The customer has the assurance and the guarantee of the maturity value that has been promised by the bank if the deposit completes its tenure. The rates are fiercely competed upon by the customers. They keep on the lookout of banks which are offering higher interest rates. The moment there is an upward revision, you will find a lot of money coming into the bank, and as RMs we need to be careful of the funds that are being sourced. At any given point in time, try to bring funds from a competition bank, from an outside, from another bank into your bank accounts, because your deposits would increase and it would lead to your higher KRAs, higher incentives, so to say. It can be parked from a range of, starting from a minimum tenure of 7 to 15 days to about maximum 10 years, depending upon the current slabs of interest. The customer makes a choice of what is the tenure and what is the amount that the customer needs to park. But at the same time, like I said, a very, very go-to investment option for the customer when it comes to parking is excess or surplus funds. Today, as term deposits, we have different opportunities for the customer in terms of what are the kind of term deposits he or she can avail from Axis Bank. So we have a few types of term deposits that are offered by Axis Bank. One is the regular fixed deposit, which can be taken by the customer. He can book it himself, or in your case, you have Siddhi also, which helps you book the deposits for your customer. All you need to do is indicate what is the value that needs to be debited from the customer's account, what is the tenure, and the customer gives the confirmation and the deposit can be easily booked through Siddhi as well. So today, if a customer is interested in booking a term deposit, it can start with a minimum of 5,000, or if it gets through the branch channel, it would be an investment of 10,000 on fixed deposit. You also have tax saver deposits. A lot of our customers wanting to invest in a tax saver deposit. Here again, the minimum amount is 100 and the maximum is 1,50,000, under which the customer can claim a tax deduction as well. You have recurring deposits, which are fixed amounts that are being taken from the customer's operative account and pooled towards a deposit. These have the same deposit rates as your regular fixed deposit, and the customer has a habit of consistent savings that can happen from the customer account. Big or small, the investment size, or for that matter, the type of customer, recurring deposits going a long way in accumulating the wealth for the customer. You also have auto FD, that is the flexi deposits that are possible. A lot of times customers don't want to park the amount in their savings account. They would want the money to move into a deposit. So if that is the requirement of the customer can opt for an auto FD possibility as well. And here what happens is the customer can pick and choose the tenure of the flexi deposit. It can start with 6 months minimum, can go as high as 5 years, and it happens in multiples of 5,000, keeping a threshold of 25,000 in your operative account. So different options for the customer. Over and above that, the customer has the choice of either keeping it as a traditional deposit, or maybe in the form of a cumulative deposit where interest is payable at the end of the tenure. So the customer has the options of taking an interest payout either quarterly, monthly, as the case may be, or maybe in the cumulative sense on maturity. We would want you to be extremely comfortable when it comes to speaking about term deposits to our customers. I understand there are a lot of cross-sell opportunities which might give a better rate of return. But as a sound financial advisor for your customer, as a person who is concerned with the protecting the customer from all kinds of risk and fluctuations, we would also want you to be conscious that, please go ahead and pitch fixed deposits to your customer. I don't know how many of you all had the opportunity to hear your leaders speak, or you've heard their thoughts. It is always said, RMs are very scared to move the money from the savings account to the fixed deposit because they lose out on float and they feel, the balances in the savings dip. But let me tell you, as per industry statistics, what we find is every time the money moves into the fixed deposit, as a conscious, rational process, the customer funds or replenishes the balances that were originally seen in the savings account. And this is an industry fact. So don't be scared if the customer moves the money into the savings account. Please understand, even if the customer moves the money into the savings account, the customer does replenish the savings account back to the original values that you would see. And this is something that you yourself can cross-check. So please go all out and source fixed deposits for your customers. Now, what would you say would be the 3 USPs of fixed deposits? Some of you have been in the system for some time. Some of you have recently joined. Let's talk about how is it that you pitch fixed deposits to your customers. Priyanka, if you can respond, what would you say are the USPs of Axis Bank fixed deposit? Priyanka Goswami, if you can respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, please one time repeat the question.
Please switch on your video. What would you say is the USP of an Axis Bank fixed deposit? If you're speaking to your customer, wanting to convince them to deposit or park their money in fixed deposits, what would you say? Why Axis Bank FD?
Axis Bank's FD investments now rate of interest is higher than another.
Okay,
Bank,
one
no?
is better interest rate than the competition bank. What else?
Yes.
What else? Any other thing that you would want to share with the customer as a USP? Ritika? Okay, go ahead, Ritika. Thank you, Priyanka. Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, one USP is customer can partially withdraw up to 25% of total fixed deposit amount at any time, once in a FD tenure period.
Is that so?
Yes, ma'am. 25%.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
And ma'am, one is after 15 months, customer can withdraw complete amount without any penalty, without paying any penalty charges.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you. Let's hear it from Suryakant. Yes, Suryakant.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Go ahead.
मैम आज तो पहला तो गारंटेड है फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी का
What?
विड्रॉल भी है
What is guaranteed
It's a
here? You're saying? Please speak in English. Try speaking in English. Yeah, what is guaranteed, did you say? I did not understand.
certain amount fix मिलेगा
Come again?
suppose maturity
Maturity
I have
value.
done
Okay. Yeah.
maturity
if
value
it's-
which guaranteed
Yeah. If it stays the entire tenure of the deposit, yes, the maturity value is guaranteed. What else?
flexibility of withdrawal भी है
Okay. There's flexibility.
high rate of interest
Okay. High rate of interest. But these would be
Also,
applicable even for other competition bank FDs. Let's say I hold a deposit in ICICI. My FD there also will be flexible. My FD there also will be allowed for a premature withdrawal facility.
comparison to ICICI Bank, our FD rate is a little high.
Correct. So increased FD rate is already being talked about. Any other
Yes.
point? Any other point that you would want to talk
it-
about specifically to Axis Bank deposits?
Taxing ATC benefit which every bank gives.
Okay. All right. Take it. But anyway, good attempt. Yes, Dashrath.
Oh, ma'am, you can withdraw in case you book the you compare to ICICI Bank FD. You can book the ICICI Bank FD. You can withdraw premature. You can 1% penalty.
Come again, please repeat. And I
In
would want
case-
you to switch off your switch on your video, please. I don't see you.
Yeah, we are audible, ma'am.
You are audible, not visible. Now I can see you. Go ahead.
In case you book you compare to ICICI Bank FD, in case you book the FD in ICICI Bank, you can withdraw premature closure. You can 1% penalty
Correct.
on amounts.
Okay.
And Axis Bank offer for 25% withdraw in case client require money, some amounts. You can withdraw 25% money, no penalty here.
Correct.
But
Okay.
ICICI Bank penalty, any amount you can withdraw,
Correct.
penalty 1% on interest rate.
Correct. Correct. Very good. All right. Yeah. Anybody else who would want to add something? All right. So let me tell you what the USPs are. And this is something that you will have to actively speak to your customers. All of them just compare, by default, when we talk about fixed deposits, people just compare the rates, but you must highlight what the USPs are when you deposit or when you invest in an Axis Bank fixed deposit. Now, these are the USPs that we would want you to specifically focus on, because this will give you an edge when it comes to discussing fixed deposits with your customers. Obviously, the flexibility. You have the flexibility of booking the deposit either through your online mobile banking, internet banking channels. You have the flexibility to withdraw, the flexibility to track the portfolio, see what as and when the deposits are maturing. Over and above that, the first thing that you would want you to focus about is zero penalty on 100% premature withdrawal, as long as the deposit has been created for a tenure of more than 2 years and has completed 15 months. Now, this is something which is an industry first, right? I'm offering you zero penalty. If you look into any competition bank, every competition bank generally charges you some kind of penalty on withdrawal. Here, I will not charge any penalty if your tenure, if the FD is booked for a minimum of 2 years and above and has completed the threshold of 15 months. So today, as a RM, whenever you're speaking to customers, try and convince them to book their deposits for a tenure of 2 years and plus. Because, for example, if I'm a customer and I have booked a deposit for only 1 year, I will not get the zero penalty benefit, right? Because this benefit starts if the deposit has completed 15 months and is booked for a period of 2 years and above. So please ensure you highlight this to the customer. Second, the benefit of fixed deposit rates, wherein everybody agrees that we have an edge over competition banks. You have the overdraft facility. Again, how easy it is to book the fixed deposit. Similarly, it is as easy to take a overdraft facility on the deposit as well. All you need to do is log into your internet banking, mobile banking, choose what is the deposit that you would want to avail an OD facility against, and you can choose the overdraft facility as well. And the same can help you in terms of financial crunch. We also have a premature penalty waiver. So today, if the deposit is the amount that is required is, in the range of within 25% of the principal, I will not charge you premature penalty waiver. And this again is a USP which not other banks are offering. Anytime I have a crunch, I have a requirement, as long as my requirement is less than or equal to 25% of the principal, I will not be charged that premature penalty, right? And that is another very, very important USP that you can speak to customers on. You have the options of how to track your deposits. You have your statements, you have your RM, you have your online platforms. And also for customers who are non-customers, who do not have an operative account with Axis Bank, you can also choose the Express FD option, where the customers using their Aadhaar card can directly go ahead and open an Express FD, right? So an Aadhaar authentication is all that is required for them to open an Express FD. Right? So different types of options available, all USPs, and it help and aid the customer to convince the customer to move his funds to Axis Bank. Today, when we talk about deposits, these are the range of deposits that are available for you to source from your customers. You have the fixed deposit, the recurring deposits, the FD plus that we talked about, the flexi deposits, the tax saver deposit, the auto FD, the VSIP FD. Today, when we talk about all these kind of deposits, we would want you to understand that there is a huge requirement from the bank to ensure that RMs also speak about term deposits for their customers, convince their customers to move money from their competition banks to Axis Bank. It gives us a lot of float. It is easy money for the customer. It is beneficial for the customer because he's getting a lot of advantages which otherwise he's not getting from competition banks over and above the best advantage, which is the best and attractive fixed deposit interest rates. You can source fixed deposits from all channels. So you can source this from senior citizens, individuals, non-individuals, NRIs, general public, so on and so forth. So the highlights here today, if a customer, especially a senior citizen, opens a deposit, here senior citizens get an additional 0.75 as the additional interest rate that is being offered by Axis Bank. This again is substantially higher as compared to your peer banks. Others generally give only 0.5. We can go as high as 0.75, right? So that is the advantage for senior citizens. As staff, you get an additional 1% on your fixed deposits. Like we discussed earlier, no premature penalty applicable if the first withdrawal is up to 25% of the deposit amount. So remember, this is applicable only on your first withdrawal and it has to be less than or equal to 25% of your principal. No premature penalty would be applicable if it is pre-closed after 15 months on a deposit, which is 2 years and above. And tax saver deposits, obviously, they have a lock-in, a 5-year lock-in, and basis which they cannot be prematurely withdrawn. So today, when we talk about even a simple product like an FD, you will see Axis Bank is offering a lot of options for their customers. And, you can try and have that conversation wherein you can have the customer book deposits with Axis Bank. So today, some essentials that you would need to talk about is A, be educated and aware of whatever is the latest interest rates. Carry that for your reference. Speak to all the customers on the deposits. Ensure what your USPs are. Understand them correctly. You have Siddhi as one of the options of early and easy deposit booking. Please use the application or please educate your customers on the internet banking, mobile banking platform so that they themselves can book deposits, close deposit, and maybe take an overdraft as and when there is a need, so on and so forth. So pick and choose the investment period, suggest which are the best ones. And like I said, do not forget that the 100% deposit premature withdrawal, the penalty waiver is applicable only for 2 years and above. So ensure that that is shown and informed to the customer. You would want to make sure that when you're talking about deposits, you always have an easy comparison when it comes to what the competition is offering. Yes, I'm aware of what my rates are, but also be aware what your competitive bank is offering so that then you can strategically position your deposits better. You could also want to know that, when are deposits maturing in these competition banks? See, many a times customers at that point in time when you're having a discussion might not have funds. But if you can make a note of when these deposits are maturing, maybe then that would be the time when you can reconnect with the customer to check the possibility of moving funds from an alternative bank to our bank, right? So these are strategies that can be well utilized. But like I said, for this, you need to ask those questions to your customers and be mindful of keep making those notes as to, when these deposits are maturing, what are the values that the customer is holding with the other bank. So plan your cash flows. A lot of times people are struggling to source funds, and this, if you can do these simple strategies, simple steps, it becomes easier to have that conversation with the customer. Anytime liquidity for the customer, option to auto renew. Always when you're booking deposits, another one good strategy is put it on auto renewal mode, right? So you don't have to worry, because generally what happens is the moment the FD matures and it is a credit to the account, the customer then starts thinking options and alternatives as to what should I do with the funds that have matured. It may stay, there is a possibility that it may move out from your books as well. So the moment you put the deposit under auto renew, generally, you know, customers don't tend to touch the deposit because it's already under auto renew mode, right? And tax saver FD any which ways is available for the customer. So these are some of the features of our term deposit, of our fixed deposit. Again, like I said, always be conscious and mindful of the comparisons. And here what we have given is a few comparisons between the top banks in the country, HDFC, ICICI, Kotak, and a comparative rate. Fixed deposit rates keep changing. And as and when changes are there, obviously, you will get to know them, but you need to be aware of what those deposit rates are. All right. So let me take a quick pause and check if there's any question. Suryakant and Dashrath, not very sure this was for the questions asked earlier, or do we have a question? Please let me know. Unmute. Suryakant, Dashrath, if you don't have any question, I would suggest you lower your hand. Yes,
No,
Ankur?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah. So please lower your hand. Ankur, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, sorry. Recently, one of my client, her her fixed deposit matured. Okay. So the maturity rate was 6.80 last year. So it
Okay.
has been 7 days now. So I've rechecked where the maturity rates are 7.10.
Okay.
Now, if she wants to break that and reinvest into new one, will there be any charge on it?
You're
Breaking
talking
charge.
about the premature closure? Is that what you're talking about? Or has
Yes,
the
ma'am.
deposit
Yes.
matured?
No, it was on auto renewal.
It was on auto renewal, so or obviously the deposit is currently running, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So has it been 7 days since the deposit has got open?
Yes, it has been more than 7 days. Yes.
So then the premature clause the penalty would be applicable.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
As long as if it is completed, you know, the clause is very, very simple. If the customer wants to withdraw, if the withdrawal amount is less than 25%, then the premature penalty waiver would be there. But what is the amount that the customer wants? The customer wants
No,
to
the entire,
rebook the entire
yes,
amount.
the entire
then
amount, yes.
it would be applicable. It would be applicable. Why don't you any particular financial requirement, or is it, why does the customer want to break a deposit?
No, they were uninformed. So I informed them. Like, I am very new PBRM. So I was
Yeah.
connecting with the customers. That's when I checked that
Okay.
they are there. So I informed them. They said, "Can it be done?" So I said, "I have to."
So
I have to
they were
first.
just checking.
Yeah.
They were just checking
Correct.
what
Yes.
would be there. Yes. So
Yes.
we
Yes.
have the option of premature penalty waiver as long as the withdrawal amount is less than 25%. Or in case if the customer has booked a deposit which is 2 years and above and has crossed the threshold of 15 months, then again the customer will not have to face any penalty. But still better than what competition bank generally offers, and that again we would say is a good USP to talk to customers on. So especially when we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
in the process of booking deposits from the customer, try and ensure that these are deposits that are booked at least for 2 years and above, so that the customer can take the benefit. Any kind of short-term deposit will not have that USP, attached to it. All right.
Okay,
Any other
ma'am.
question,
Thank you,
Ankur?
ma'am.
Yeah.
No,
welcome.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Dashrath, go ahead.
ma'am, one doubt. A client has already booked the FD lowest rate of interest. In case he continue the extended FD new rates or not?
No, come again. Dashrath, first switch on your video so that I also get to see you. Whom am I speaking to? Second, you are saying customer has already booked the deposit, but the deposit is currently running at a lower rate of interest. He would want to book the same deposit at a higher rate of interest. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So any kind
Can
of
I,
deposit,
can
if it
I-
is getting closed, all these clauses would come into effect, which I spoke to Ankur just now. Right. So if
Ma'am,
it is a
just
premature
because
withdrawal, yeah. Sorry, continue.
Because the client have account in PSU bank, he booked the same rate of interest, but he extended the new rates. Then he said me, you are eligible for extended FD in new rates or not?
See, the rates that are applicable for that point in time when the FD is getting booked, those get applied. So today, if the customer is booking an FD today, it is today's rate. If he is booking 1 month down the line, that particular rate would get applied. Right?
Yeah, correct.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, yeah. Just I want to
Alright.
know, ma'am, कि system is updated, extended to new rates, or FD close and create the new FD for
See, at any
current rate.
point in time, when you have things like this, now, Finacle is a system which gives you a trial closure option. And this, again, I would want to share it with all the RMs. All your people in the branches have access to Finacle. All the customer needs to do is give us the FD number. We can give him a clear-cut amount to the last rupee, that this would be the premature withdrawal that would come your way if you were to break this deposit as on today. So taking into account all the requirements, because what happens is when you pre-close the deposit, obviously it has not completed its term. If it has not completed its term, then the interest rate that was supposedly to be given to the customer will not apply. He will have to be given a rate for which the deposit has completed its term as per the slab which was applicable on the date of booking. So those adjustments have to happen. So at any point in time, if you want to have an idea, all you need to do is get into Finacle, do a trial FD closure, and it will tell you as on today, if you were to close the deposit, what is the exact value which the customer is getting, basis which you can decide, because there would be interest adjustment, there would be the maturity value adjustments that would happen, and you can give a clearer picture to the customer.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. I also would want you to focus on something, another deposit, which is your non-callable deposits. And these non-callable deposits, again, have the advantage of a higher FD interest rate. But the only hitch in a non-callable deposit is it has a locked-in term. So whatever is the tenure that the customer wants to go in for, he will have to complete the tenure before he withdraws the amount. So non-callable deposits cannot be pre-closed, and these are deposits which will give the customer a higher advantage, but it is for deposits which are 2 crore and above. So please make sure that you also speak about non-callable deposits to your customers. Your supervisors, your seniors, your branch heads receive an email on the rates which are available for non-callable deposits. So in your conversations with your customer, if there is a customer who is having high values, huge funds, 2 crores and above, you can also get into a discussion for a non-callable deposit. But ensure that while these deposits have a higher interest rate as compared to your regular term deposits, these cannot be prematurely withdrawn. So the customer has to be very, very, very clear told that he cannot withdraw unless the deposit completes its term. So please ensure that, if there is an opportunity, why not leverage that opportunity and get that funds to Axis Bank if the customer is looking for higher rates, right? Now, for non-callable deposits, the making of the deposit as well as the closing of the deposits happens centrally. So these are not deposits that can be automatically booked by the customer through the regular channels like internet banking, mobile banking, or for that matter, even in the branch. It has to be booked centrally. So you will have to ensure that the customer fills up those annexures, gives his consent that this much money needs to be parked in a non-callable deposit, and then the deposit gets booked, right? So ensure that this kind of opportunity, if available, you leverage that as well. At any point in time, non-callable deposits are also crucial in reducing the OLE book. OLE is other legal entities. What happens is certain funds that we take from institutions like, HUF, trust, charities, so on and so forth, can't be used for lending. Right? But non-callable deposits can easily be lent. So that is something that we would want you to understand. So today, if you have a customer who is willing to give you those kind of funds, we can offer him a better interest rate. Everything will be done centrally, the processing of the deposit, and obviously on maturity, the customer will get the higher interest rate as well. Right? So do check the options of non-callable deposit as well, right? Any questions on term deposits? Any other doubts, questions on term deposits? Do let me know. Yes, no? All right, so if there are no questions, let me take a quick quiz. All right, let me see who's in session. Who will answer this question? Yes, Suryakant has raised his hand. Suryakant, go ahead. What is the answer for the question on screen? What are the two features on? Oh, you have a question. Sure, I will address your question. If you can just answer this slide, please. What do you think would be the most logical answer? Two features of our premature penalty.
First two.
A
Sorry?
and C.
First two.
First two, A and B, is that what you're
A
saying?
and C.
Ma'am, A and
Ma'am,
C.
A and
AC.
C.
A and C.
AC.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, Suryakant, it is
A
not A
and
and
C.
B, it is A and C. That is correct. Thank you, everyone. Yes,
Yeah, I
Suryakant,
think
over
that
to you.
is-
A question. You had a question. Go ahead. What was your question?
I have a query regarding this flexi deposit.
Huh?
Suppose today a customer booked a flexi deposit today. After 6 months, it is automatically closed and credit to account, or it is extended.
Flexi deposit is a flexi deposit is the customer chooses the tenure, and once the deposit is booked, every time the customer does a transaction, there might be a premature withdrawal happening and the money comes back into the customer account. But in case the FD has completed its tenure while the customer is creating or giving instructions for flexi deposit, he needs to choose on maturity, if the deposit has completed the term, what should be the alternative? Should it get credited into the account or should it be under auto renewal? Does that answer your question?
The customer may choose the tenure.
Yeah, the customer has the
Okay,
option of choosing the tenure in flexi deposit. And also the amount over and above the threshold. So while we say 25,000 in the account, but if I am a customer wanting to keep 50,000 in the account and over and above that, if I want the flexi deposits to start, that is also permissible. I may feel that currently 3 years is a good term for the tenure of a fixed deposit. I may choose that whatever flexi deposits are created should be created for a tenure of 3 years. I may choose how the deposit, the maturity value should be handled. Should it get auto renewed? Should it be credited into the account? So those things, the instructions are taken right at the start when the customer is setting up the instruction for a flexi deposit. Okay. All right. Rocky, is there a question or can I go to the next question in the quiz?
Yeah, ma'am. I have one question. Flexi FD is applicable on salary account is also?
Yes.
Okay.
Every customer has the option. He just needs to agree, because what happens is then the deposits would get made and automatically as and when transactions happen will also get broken. So that flexibility would be there. And whatever money is lying or moves into the flexi deposit, वो आपके कासा में count नहीं होगा.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
ठीक है? All right. Second question. Let us see who has an answer for this. Let's check if Aditya is in session. Aditya.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, respond to the quiz in front of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Switch on your video, please. What should be the answer here?
1 minute, ma'am. I'm just.
Yeah, please read. That's because answers have started coming in chat. Aditi, you need to focus on what is being discussed in class. And others, when a question is asked from a participant, I would request you to give the opportunity to the participant to respond. Happy to know that others have the answer, Amit and Priyanka. Yes, the answer is A. All right, Aditya?
No, ma'am.
The senior citizens have the advantage, and we just discussed this, that, you know, that is an edge as compared to competition banks, because others
Yeah.
only give 0.5 and here we are offering 0.75.
Yep. 0.75.
All right. Thank you. Let's hear the answer from Dashrath for our third quiz. Dashrath, if you can
Ma'am,
switch on your video
ma'am,
and
AC,
respond.
AC. Ma'am, AC.
Sorry, what? I'm sorry, I'm not able to
AC.
understand. Who's speaking? I want Dashrath to switch on the video and respond to the third quiz.
AC both 100% of deposits can be lending. Sorry, B and
आपने A बोला, B बोला, C बोला. Stick to one.
Ma'am, just one read. You change the question.
This is the third question. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
On an average, how much can be lent from an individual deposit? Let's say if a customer is taking an FDOD, how much of it can be?
Ma'am, 90%.
That is correct, Dashra. Thank you. So the answer is C, everyone. Generally, it is in the range of 80 to 90%. 80 to 90% of the deposit value can be lent in case of a requirement from the customer. All right, so that was the quick session on term deposits. Like I said, while it may be a simple product, you would want to know the USPs, you would want to know what is the process, you would want to know how is it that you can help your customer and plan their investments and manage their wealth. All right. So we are in for a quick short break, post which we will be meeting for the role play. So it's about what, 4:45 now. Let's take a quick break and come back in 15 minutes for our role plays. The first, the candidates who will be moving to the other link, I'm sure has been shared in WhatsApp already. Others will stay here, will come back in 15 minutes for their role plays. All right. So come back by 5 for your role plays. Any questions? Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. I just want to say that the senior citizen that they're getting higher rate than normal rate. It's not 0.7, it's 0.69 now, right now.
Currently,
earlier,
yeah, but we work in the range, in the margin of point.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Indrajit?
Yeah, ma'am, I could hear.
You could hear, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the range of 0.5 to 0.75 extra, and depending upon the requirement, we offer that kind of advantage to our customers. But it's definitely more than 0.5. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Please be back in 15 minutes for the role plays. Friends, all those who are eligible, be in this group. All right, friends, who all are present, please indicate your presence by raising hands. Please raise your hands. If you're back in session, let us have a quick check. Participants yet to join back. Keep your hands raised, please, so that we know. Let's give them a minute or two. Only 4 of us now. Adhinayak, Brindavan. Not around.
Yes, ma'am. I'm present.
Acha, you are there. Okay. Dhaval, are you around? Dhaval?
Yes, ma'am.
Dhaval, you need to join the other link. रिंटू ने जो शेयर किया होगा.
मैम मुझे मेल नहीं आया था.
Put a message in the group.
Okay.
Rintu will share it in the WhatsApp group. Please join the other link.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. All those people who are supposed to be in the other link, request you to exit this link and join the other one. All right, friends, you may all lower your hands and we can discuss the role plays next. You have already had one round of role plays, so I presume you know how it needs to be done, but nonetheless, I will be giving you the instructions in terms of how the role play would happen for this session. So there are a set of evaluation parameters that are applicable for each one of you all. Be clear as to what the evaluation parameters are, because basis that I will have to score. Now, the objective of today's role play is fixing an appointment with a customer. So at the end of the conversation, what I'm looking for is people who are successful in convincing the customer to give an appointment, right? So that is the objective. And the evaluation parameters, let me just slide. Let me know when you can see the evaluation parameters on screen. Just give me a minute. Have the slides changed?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, I think there is a temporary lag at my end. Just give me a minute while I set that. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So these would be your evaluation parameters. Ensure that these are touched upon by you in your conversation with the customer. So ensure that you have a good first impression. You are trying to connect with the customer. So it's a phone call that you are doing with your customer, and you would want to ensure that you are able to get that initial connect make the customer agree to give you a meeting, right? So your voice, your quality of conversation, we will not have more than 5 minutes per participant. So ensure that you create a good first impression, use your elevator pitch, ensure that you are able to clearly say what is the purpose of the call. So there would be a scenario that would be given to you, and basis that you can frame your thoughts as to what would be the topics that you would want to speak about. In case if the customer raises any questions, you can answer. And for existing customers, you can presume. So let's say your customer is an ETV customer that you're calling. You can have some kind of assumptions made that, this is the information that you're seeing in PLH or basis something that is available in your tools. This is what you would be speaking on, right? So those are your evaluation parameters. Any questions on the evaluation parameters? Anyone? No questions? Can I go ahead and start with the role plays? All right, a quick raise of hands. Who would want to go first, second? Let me just also decide on the order of the role play. A raise of hands for those who would want to participate. 13 of us in session here. Nitish, okay. Who else after Nitish? I need 4 participants for the scenarios to be displayed. Do we have Ankur?
Yes, ma'am. Last time I went second, ma'am. Please, I want to go after 4.
That's okay. You need to be confident,
Yes.
Ankur. I can't have a situation
Yes,
where
ma'am.
RMs are reluctant to even have a mock role play. All right, Rajesh, I would expect you to go third, and Centilla would be the 4th. I said I gave you options, but people were reluctant, so I pick up my own candidates. All right. So these are the 4 scenarios for Nitish, Ankur, Rajesh, and Centilla. Please go through your scenarios. I'll give you 2-3 minutes to prepare, and I start with Nitish with the first conversation. All right. So Nitish handling the first scenario, Ankur the second, Rajesh handling the third, and Centilla handling the 4th. Anybody, any questions? Do let me know. Please be ready with your videos on when your turn comes.
स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ मैम फर्स्ट सिनेरियो?
Ajis, I am ready to talk to you. If you are ready, I am also ready. All right. Can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I like the fact that you were the first to raise hands. So that gives you that early bird bonus also. All right,
Thank you,
chaliye.
ma'am.
Let's start with the conversation.
मैम कस्टमर के नाम से ही मैं पिच कर सकता हूँ ना?
Yeah, I am Gaurav. I'll be
Yes.
the customer, and it has to be a conversation in English.
मैं कंफर्टेबल हिंदी मैम.
We need to get out of the comfort zone. आपको टारगेट्स आपको पूछ के दिया जाता है क्या? नहीं ना? So let's
But
assume the
why-
same situation. Let's not waste time. Let's have that conversation. Yes. Nitish, you're speaking to.
Yes,
The
good
customer.
evening गौरव सर. मैं नीतीश.
Yes, good evening.
मैं नीतीश एक्सिस बैंक रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर हूँ.
Okay.
मैं सर्विस के रिगार्डिंग मैंने कॉल किया है सर आपको. मैं देख पा रहा हूँ आपने हमारे यहाँ से 2 साल से रिलेशनशिप सैलरी अकाउंट मेंटेन कर रहे हैं हमारे यहाँ से.
But the account
मैं-
was being managed by Kunal. What happened to Kunal? The earlier RM who was managing? I wasn't aware.
यस सर. कुणाल सर हमारे पहले एग्जिस्टिंग आरएम थे. उनका यहाँ से ट्रांसफर हुआ है. उनके जगह पे मैं ज्वाइन किया हूँ न्यू.
Okay.
और मैं सर्विस के रिगार्डिंग में आपसे इंट्रो के लिए मैंने कॉल किया है कि आपका
Okay.
रिलेशनशिप मैं देख पा रहा था बहुत एग्जिस्टिंग है। मैं बिलीव करता हूं कि हमारे बैंक से आपका रिलेशनशिप बहुत अच्छा रहा होगा। बैंक
Okay.
से मैं देख पा रहा था सर, आपका हमारे यहाँ फिक्स डिपॉजिट नहीं है और हमारे यहाँ आप सैलरी अकाउंट में बहुत अच्छा मेंटेनेंस किए हुए हैं सर। सेविंग अकाउंट में आपका मेंटेनेंस ऑलरेडी मैं देख पा रहा हूँ बहुत अच्छा है। तो मैं एक है ना आपसे इस रिगार्डिंग सर एक बार मिलना चाह रहा था, क्योंकि मैं हमारे यहाँ
But
फिक्स
who told you
डिपॉजिट
I
में
don't have deposits with the bank?
यस मैम
Who told you
Yes,
I
sir.
don't have deposits with the bank? I hold deposits with your bank.
डिपॉजिट्स में मैं इसलिए आपको इंटरेस्ट में देना चाह रहा था क्योंकि फिक्स डिपॉजिट में बहुत अच्छा हम लोग रेट्स दे रहे हैं सर, इसमें आपको
What are your current
सेविंग
rates? What are your
अभी
current FD rates?
करंट रेट 7.25 हम लोग दे रहे हैं
For what tenure?
2 इयर्स का सर, जिसमें आपको
Okay.
सेविंग से बहुत अच्छा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बेनिफिट मिलेंगी। और इसमें मैं पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहूंगा सर कि आप इसमें कुछ पार्शियल अमाउंट हमारे यहाँ म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, जिससे क्या होगा आपका रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एक अर्निंग जो फंड्स है उसमें हम बेटर आपको बेनिफिट दिला पाए। जिसमें मार्केट्स में कुछ फंड्स यदि हम 20% आपका मार्केट्स में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो एक सिनेरियो में आपका बेस्ट रिटर्न हम आपको पोर्टफोलियो में इनहांस कर पाएंगे। तो जो एक पोर्टफोलियो आपका मैनेज मैं करना चाह रहा था मैं देख पा रहा हूँ, तो उसके जरिए ये बेस्ट ऑप्शंस रहेंगे आपकी पोर्टफोलियो को मैनेज करने के लिए, जिसमें आपका कुछ फंड्स 5 लाख आपका एफडी में आप 7.25 में आप इंटरेस्ट का बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं और म्यूचुअल फंड में यदि 2 लाख भी आप डालेंगे सर तो अच्छा रिटर्न मैं 10 to 12% हम मैं रिटर्न्स अच्छे फंड्स में मैं सजेस्ट कर सकता हूँ। तो ये 2 फंड्स में आप एक एफडी और म्यूचुअल फंड में आप सजेस्ट इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो आपको रिटर्न्स अच्छे मिल सकते हैं सर।
Okay.
इस रिगार्डिंग एक बार
Let me
सर
think
हमें
about
जरूर
it. Yeah, let me think
यस सर
about it.
श्योर,
I will.
मैं एक बार कल 4 बजे मैं कॉल कर सकता हूँ सर मीटिंग के लिए आपसे?
But why do we need to meet? We just spoke now.
यस सर, मैं न्यू आरएम हूँ, एक बार इस बहाने आपसे इंट्रो भी हो जाता है, एक बार मीटिंग भी हो जाती है सर। तो इस रिगार्डिंग मैं आपसे चाह रहा था कल एक 4 PM आपसे मीटिंग हो जाती।
But let me tell you, I don't have any surplus funds for investment in mutual funds and FD right now. If that is the purpose of your visit, I don't have.
सर हमारा बैंक्स का सिनेरियो रहती है कि न्यू आरएम्स के बिहाफ में न्यू आरएम्स मैं ज्वाइन किया हूँ तो फर्स्ट विजिट एक बार कस्टमर के पास मंथ में होनी चाहिए, जिससे आपकी कुछ भी रिक्वायरमेंट हो बैंकिंग रिगार्डिंग तो आपसे हमारा इंट्रो हो जाने के बाद एक कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल रहते है, एक ट्रस्ट बिल्डअप होते हैं। इस रिगार्डिंग सर मिलना चाह रहा था मैं आपसे सर।
All right, then tomorrow 5 o'clock should be good enough. You can come over at 5
ओके
PM.
सर, थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Nitish. All right, can we have Ankur?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ankur, you are meeting up the second customer. Yes, you're calling the customer Saurabh Mukherjee. Go ahead.
Am I speaking to Mr. Saurav Mukherjee?
Yes, that's right. Who is this?
Hello. Hi, sir. My name is Ankur Mili. I'm calling from Axis Bank. I am the new relationship manager. Sir, you got your number from your friend, Mr. Ramesh Solanki,
Yeah.
who is an existing customer with Axis Bank. So he's holding a priority account with us. So he was
Okay.
very satisfied with Axis Bank, and I asked for a reference, and he said he gave your number.
Yeah, that is correct.
So
Ramesh did
yes,
speak to me that someone from Axis would be getting in touch with me. Basically,
yes,
just to give you an idea, the reason I was looking out for a new bank account is I'm quite unhappy with my current banker. I'm currently banking with HDFC and services there have deteriorated over time. And Ramesh keeps talking about excellent services being received from Axis. I just wanted to understand, what is it that you can offer?
Yes, sorry to hear about your bad experience, but as it was suggested by your friend, that he has a good experience with Axis Bank. One of the reasons for that is because we have a dedicated RM for our existing customer, so you get door-to-door services for it.
Okay.
Okay. So I also came to know about your garment manufacturing unit from Mr. Solanki, Ramesh Solanki. So I would like to suggest you can also open a current account with us.
Okay.
So
What is the
for
requirement
that,
for a current account?
exactly, sir, can I meet you for that? Because there are a lot of things needed for the documentation and for the process also. So
Yes,
if
so
I can meet you and
documentation
explain
will
to you in
happen, but
person.
what would you say would be, the top USPs of your current account?
Ma'am, I'm really sorry on that. I need to cover that part for
Okay.
the current
So
account.
tell me, what is
Because,
the USP
ma'am,
of your savings account, priority
savings
account?
account, I think. Yes, yes. Ma'am, I would like to say that because yesterday I was opening an account due to which I could not join the current account session properly. Yesterday was a PPL drive in
Yes,
Guwahati.
tell me about the
So,
savings account,
okay.
please.
Yes, yes. So we have a savings account for priority account. For that, the minimum requirement for opening opening an account is 2 lakhs.
Okay.
That will be your initial funding. Yes. So along with that,
But
if you
why
open
would I,
a
as a
savings,
businessman, want to block 2 lakhs in my savings account? What is the savings account FD rate? Or what is the savings account interest rate that you're offering?
the savings account interest rate is 4%. Along with the savings account, you get a lot of priority benefits, which
Okay.
I can explain it to you if I may. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go
First
ahead.
of all, if you are a customer, if you only have a savings account with us, you need to maintain 2 lakhs balance quarterly.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a savings and current account balance here, account with Axis Bank, the current balance requirement is 4 lakhs.
Okay.
Okay. Now the total relationship value. This is where Axis Bank offers great value to you, because if you maintain a 15 lakhs balance across, if you have a current account, savings account, or term deposit balance, or mutual funds or demat accounts, you need not maintain any any balance in the savings account.
What is the balance requirement then? A
Total
total TRV
15
of
lakhs. Total 15 lakhs.
15.
15. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So along in the priority account, savings account, we are also offering family banking, which is up to 5 members. Now, if you and your family members can enjoy all the priority benefits with just an initial funding of 50,000 for the other account, other than the priority account, which would be yours.
So my family
So
members
if
will not be getting a priority account?
they will get a priority account,
They will
but
get. Okay.
they will get a priority account, but they need not maintain the 2 lakhs balance out there. If you have maintained, they'll be getting all the benefits for opening the account.
Okay.
Okay. Now, first, the most important benefit is that you have a door-to-door service RM, which will be available for you whenever needed. I will say they will be available to you. I will be available beyond working hours if needed.
Okay.
Okay. Now, coming back to the benefits other than the RM, we have sir, if I would ask, you are a businessman, so you'd be traveling a lot to different cities, right?
That is correct.
Yes, yeah. So you must be waiting for flights in the airport, right?
Yes.
Yes, for your for boarding the flight, you have to wait for some time, right? So during that time, you can access to the airport lounge with our debit card, and you can have your meal there for free. So it will save your time for eating a breakfast at home, and also if you have any work out there, or you need to charge your phone or charge your laptop, it can be done there in a private space.
Okay.
Great.
Ankur, why
Okay.
don't we have
Now,
that discussion when we meet? I would want to understand this better. So why don't you come over?
Thanks a lot.
When-
I was actually asking for that, for that, and also, sir, I would like to know that my auntie, she's also into garment manufacturing unit, so we can have a conversation on that also.
Sure. So I look forward to meeting
Sure,
you. Thank you,
sure.
Ankur.
Sir, Friday is Friday good?
Friday is good. What time?
Friday is great. Friday 4 p.m., sir, if
Fair
you
enough.
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, just give me 1 minute, please. All right. Let us have the third conversation with Rajesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Vidya ma'am,
Right.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Vidya ma'am, I'm Ankur here. Hello.
You're audible,
Vidya
Ankur.
ma'am.
What is it that you want to
Yes.
say?
Ma'am, actually today also the drive is going. I need to open another account. Can I leave the session?
Yes, you can leave the session.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Chaliye, Rajesh. Let's have the conversation with you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Mehra. Yeah, sir. Good afternoon. Myself, Rajesh. I'm calling from Axis Bank Asansol branch. Sir, as a relationship manager, your account is mapped with me as your particular official relationship manager. Sir, this is good time for you for discuss some account related.
Yeah. Tell me, what is this about?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, just this month your account map with me. Then I see, sir, you are most valuable customer of our branch. But I feel, sir, I think you have some problem with me by our end for service related by other things.
No such issues, Rajesh. Why did you say
Sorry,
that?
sir. Sorry, sir. Why I'm asking, sir? Actually, sir, I just see your account transaction behavior. Basically, you are, sir, top most priority customer for us. But, sir, last 5 to 6 months, I have seen, sir, some amount transfer from our bank to some other bank in your another account, I think.
Okay.
Right, sir?
Okay.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm asking. That's why I'm asking, sir, because I am as a just for this month map your account. That's I feel, sir, is some problem, some service related issue here, some banking related issue here.
Well, to be honest, I'll
maybe
tell
your
you, Rajesh, what is the issue. When I started the account, I did have a relationship manager. But that for the last 6 months, I haven't had anybody. You would have seen, there were no RMs that were tagged to my account. So that's the reason I have an alternative account with ICICI, and I also hold my trading account there. So I was moving some funds there because I was getting some good advisory services from the RM at ICICI, and that's all. Now, since you are back, hopefully you will give that kind of service.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, at first, sorry for that, because basically some internal process, ma'am. That's why last 5 to 6 months, no RM is particular in this portfolio. Now, just I have just joined in last month, but I assure you, ma'am, if you give me some time for service, yeah. At first, I want to a appointment with you, ma'am, face to face, because everything is not possible over the phone. Most important thing is that you know at least who is your official RM. So that's why I want to a personally appointment tomorrow, but day after tomorrow when your is comfort time.
Well, this week
it is
I'm
good for
traveling,
me and also
Rajesh,
good
so
for
it
you,
would be
ma'am.
difficult. This week I'm traveling, so it would
No
be
issue, no
slightly
issue, ma'am.
difficult.
No issue, ma'am. Then just coming in Monday or Tuesday, I will call you for a
Monday should be
specific
fine.
time.
Monday evening should be
Okay,
fine.
thank you, ma'am. Then, ma'am, Monday I think is better for you first half and second half.
Second half, please.
Okay, ma'am. Then I think 4 p.m. is good, right, ma'am?
Subject matter in
Should be good. You can call up on Monday to reconfirm.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. All right. That was all.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Let us have the conversation with Sentida. You're meeting or you're calling Seema Pujari. Go ahead.
Right, right.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. मैम मैं मीटिंग
Yes, Nitish.
मीटिंग से मैं निकल सकता हूँ मैम?
Nitish, yes. In case if you have some work, you may exit the session. Not a problem.
नहीं वही कंफर्म कर रहा था मैम. थैंक यू मैम.
Yeah. Yes, Sentila, let us have the conversation.
Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Pujari.
Good afternoon. Who's this?
This is Sentila Su calling from Axis Bank. I'm your relationship manager, ma'am.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Yes. I'm
How are you
well.
doing, ma'am?
I'm well. Thank you.
Ma'am, this is regarding welcome call. Sorry. This is a welcome call, ma'am.
Okay.
I can see that your account has been recently upgraded from prestige to priority.
Yeah.
So you must not have much idea about the account benefits and all. So is this the right time to speak with you?
Yeah,
Discuss more
Go
about.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that this priority account has family banking also?
No, what is family banking?
Ma'am, in this family banking account, if you are married, for example, if you're married, you can add 3 members of your family, including you. It
Okay.
will be 4 members. Or if
Okay.
suppose you're not married, you can add your parents also.
Okay.
And in that account, you can, including there will be one family ID. Under that family ID, 4 people under your ID will be mapped. I mean, under your family banking will be mapped.
Okay.
Okay. So do your parents have account in Axis Bank?
No, my
Existing
parents
account?
are not living with me.
Okay. All right, ma'am.
Okay.
And ma'am, I can see that your balance is just lying in the account. So I was just thinking if you could divide the amount and put some in fixed deposits, because in saving accounts you're getting only 3.5 interest rate. So that
Okay.
and in fixed deposits for 2 years we're giving 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
will you be interested in upgrading, I mean converting some amount to FD, fixed deposits?
Let me think about it, because I'm sure there are other investment options that will give me slightly better rates than the fixed deposit also.
Yes, ma'am. We do have other investment product, but everything can't be, told over through the phone. So I was thinking if you could give me an appointment in the coming days. Will you be free on Friday, ma'am?
Friday seems
Can
to
you-
be difficult, but Saturday should be okay because I have an off on Saturday.
All right, ma'am. Saturday will do.
Okay.
And ma'am, regarding any service or query related issue, for any issue, you can contact me. I'm your
Okay.
relationship manager. Okay. This is my contact number. You can save it.
Okay, I'll do that. Anything else?
No, ma'am. Thank you. Have a
No.
nice day.
All right. Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you. All right. Who else is there for the role play? Ready to please raise hands so that I can allot the next set of scenarios to the participants. Those who are logged in for the role play and would want their role plays to be conducted will have to raise hands. All right. Please quickly raise hands while I just put in the scores for. Okay, yeah. I have Rocky going next. Rocky, Brindavan, Sony. All right, your scenarios, friends. Let me just put up your scenarios. And Ritika. Okay. These are your scenarios. Rocky will take scenario 5, Vrindavan 6, Sony 7, and Ritika will be 8. Okay, please have 2 minutes to prepare, and then we can have the conversation with Rocky. You may lower your hands also. Ritika, just wanted to check. I think you're in the wrong group. I don't have your name with me. Ritika, are you around?
Yes, ma'am. But I got the mail for role play.
Yeah, so you'll have to exit this link and join that other link where you've got that mail for.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So Rocky, whenever you're ready, we'll start. Please switch on your video.
So, ma'am, I am calling for Mrs. Sneha Chauhan, right?
Yes, you're speaking to Sneha.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay. Give me a minute. All right, let us have that conversation.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Sneha, ma'am. I hope you are fine. I'm calling for Axis Bank, your new relationship manager, Rocky Gupta.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I reference to this Ramakant Chauhan ji recently opened account with Axis Bank and with me also in
Yeah.
senior citizen account. So
Yes.
he will tell me you also interested in open a senior citizen account with Axis Bank, ma'am.
Yeah, so currently when the account was opened, I was out of town. So the account is in a single name. I wanted to also become a party to the account because, you know, we are senior citizens. I wanted to have access to that account as well. So that's the reason we were wanting to speak to the RM. What do you think? I mean, How do we go about it?
Right now you are in town, you are out of town.
No, I have come back. So that's why
Okay,
the earlier
which
accounts. Sorry?
Which date you come back, ma'am?
I came back last week. I had gone to visit my son.
Okay. No problem, ma'am. We have facility on VSIP account also. I have sent my nearest branch. Someone send our nearest branch employee. Then I will also open an account if you comfortable with me and with also her.
Of course, I would want to have the relationship with you only because my husband's account is being managed by you. So, yeah.
Okay. No problem, ma'am. No problem. Take your time. And okay, so you have decided a few days back, right?
I came back a few days back.
Okay. No problem, ma'am. No problem. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So, which day you have decided I meet you?
Anytime, because like I said, I was interested in the account.
Okay, ma'am. Definitely. Okay.
Is that all?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, is Vrindavan around? If you can switch on the video, Vrindavan.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
I don't see you, Vrindavan.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Ma'am, which one I role play?
Were you not listening when the scenarios were allotted? Your scenario is scenario 6.
6.
Any questions?
दो मिनट मैम 2 मिनट दीजिए मिनट.
Yes, Vrindavan, what happened? Please begin with your role play. Is Zil Soni around?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's have your conversation. Vrindavan.
Not an issue, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Bhosle.
Good evening.
I am Zil Soni calling from Axis Bank, and I am taking care for priority banking at SG Highway branch, Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Sir, I have called you regarding one of the concern which I have been seen in your account by reviewing your profile, that your account is been due for re-KYC. And
meaning what happens? What is re-KYC?
Yes,
I've done
ma'am.
my KYC
Yes, sir.
paperwork at the time of account opening.
Yes, sir. It is a process, and it has to be done according to the risk profiling. It has to be done every 3, 5, and 10 years. So it has been already 5 years. So re-KYC has been due in your account, and in re-KYC, you just need to submit your Aadhaar card, PAN card, and one photograph, and our forms are duly signed by you. So the last date mandated by RBI is 31st of May. So sir, we are supposed to get completed before that date. So one of
What
the
happens if I don't complete?
ma'am, if you don't get complete, your account get freezed, and you will be not able to transact anything in your account.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the concern is serious. So I need to have a visit to your place to collect all the set of documents to proceed with the re-KYC document. The other concern is that, sir, you are already maintaining a sufficient balance in the account which is pertaining to priority, but sir, you are not enjoying full facilities what a priority is providing you. So I would also like to touch upon, sorry.
Yeah, continue.
So I would also like to touch upon some of the great features of our priority banking program once we meet up. So is it convenient for you that we should plan for a meeting this Saturday?
Saturday will not be possible. How about Monday?
Monday will be okay, ma'am, because further we will not be able to delay as re-KYC will be also taking 4 to 5 days. So Monday is okay, ma'am.
Okay, so send me, if this is, you have my number, send me a list of things that you want me to keep ready for re-KYC so that I can arrange for the paperwork. But I'm very curious to know, you happen to mention that I am not enjoying the full benefits of the program. What is it that I am not enjoying? Or what is it that I'm missing out?
Yes, ma'am. There are a lot of things which priority banking offers. First of all, I would like to highlight our Epicure membership, which includes Taj membership also. So you can enjoy a stay at Taj restaurant at a discounted rate. Even you can have a dine-in, dine-out at Taj outlets with a discount of roughly 25%. Apart from that, we also offer a Aditya Birla health insurance with a very reasonable rate, discounted premium rates. So I would also like to have you to enjoy that facility too, as you are our priority customer. Apart from that, we also offer Vistara Forex card to our customer. So you also get a Vistara membership also. So you can also enjoy the discounted rates benefit what Vistara offers, Vistara Club. So that is
all right. Yeah. So we will discuss on Monday when you meet up.
No issue, ma'am. Afternoon time will be okay for you?
Yeah, it should be fine around 3:30.
No issue, ma'am. No issue, ma'am. I will be just sending you a WhatsApp regarding the set of documents which I will be requiring for doing the re-KYC. So you please keep it ready. We will have a quick session for that. And we will be discussing on this priority. Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Bye. Bye.
Yes. Others who are logged in will have to raise hands for me to know that you are in session and wanting to get your role plays done. All right, Rajkumar, you may take up the fourth scenario. Rocky, you've raised your hand. Tell me some question, or have you forgotten to lower your hand?
No, ma'am, no questions.
Okay, then please lower your hand. Rajkumar, the last situation. Please confirm. Yes, no, understood. Please switch on your video for the role play. Yes, Brindavan. Are we ready? Rajesh, Suman, friends, these are scored evaluations. So please ensure that you participate and line up your scores. Like I said, repercussions and consequences will be applicable for those who default. I see participants logged into the session, but unfortunately not coming forward for the role play. So appropriate notes will have be made against and comments will go against your name. So please get the role play exercise completed. Anybody for the role play? Please raise hands. Yes, Suman. Suman, you can take up. Are you here for the role play?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead. You can take up scenario 8. And Raju, you may take up scenario 5.
Ma'am, give me 2 minutes.
Yes, you can take 2 minutes. Raju, did you hear your scenario?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Those who have completed may exit the session in case if there are some pending issues at their end.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please switch on your video.
Ma'am, can I speak in Hindi?
No, please try and converse in English.
Sorry, ma'am, your voice is breaking.
I was saying, please try and speak in English only.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we begin?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Dinesh Kotian.
Yes, this is Dinesh.
I'm Suman Sarkar. So, ma'am, 2 minutes. Take your time. 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Raju, if you're ready, maybe you would want to go next.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't see anyone. I don't see Suman. I don't see Raju.
मैम मैं हूँ मैम.
You will have to switch on the video for the role play to happen.
Okay मैम.
Go ahead, have the conversation. This is Raj. Yeah.
स्टार्ट करूँ मैम.
Did you
मैम
see
वो
the?
मैम वो आपका एक वो लगा दीजिए मैम शीट मैम.
You're unable to see the slide, is it? Okay.
Yes मैम.
I'll put it on. Give me a minute. Just 1 minute. I think internet is fluctuating at my end. That's the reason. Just give me 2 minutes while I again switch. I work. Sorry, just give me another minute, please. Is the slide visible now?
No मैम.
Okay, not visible.
No मैम.
Just a minute.
Yes मैम. Now visible.
Yeah, sorry about that. You're taking scenario 5, Raju.
Yes मैम. Ma'am, shall I start?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to begin.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mrs. Chavan.
Good evening.
Ma'am, this is Raju calling from Axis Bank. from Bapunagar branch. And ma'am, I actually Mr. Ramakant sir is giving your number for account opening, ma'am. He is recently opened account from me in Axis Bank. So I am the relationship manager, and I am taking care of his account, ma'am. So he gives me your number.
Okay.
So, ma'am, you are, ma'am, actually, you are you having requirement of account, ma'am.
Yeah, I was given to understand that you have a locker facility. Just wanted to find out about details about the locker facility at Axis Bank.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We have a locker facility, and for priority customers, it is, ma'am. We have giving you the flat, ma'am. 25% fees, locker fees from the first year onwards, and so locker facility is available, ma'am, and we give a few benefits in lockers, ma'am.
What is the discount
And
that is being
rental.
offered on a large size locker?
Ma'am, large size locker is 25%, and ma'am, smaller and medium size is 50%.
Okay. Do I have any kind of benefit because my husband is already holding an account with you?
Yes, ma'am. It's about, ma'am, family banking. I open your account under the family banking in priority. So on this, ma'am, you and your husband are in family group. So if you maintain, or either you and or your husband maintain 2 lakh rupees quarterly in the saving account, and you will take the benefits of priority, ma'am. So
Okay. No, like I said, my requirement was primarily a locker. So
yes,
are
ma'am.
lockers available in your branch?
Yes, ma'am. Lockers are available in my branch, and ma'am, you also in mobile banking, you also take lockers in my branch, ma'am. Check availability, and also the rentals are there, ma'am. So you can apply the lockers from net banking and mobile banking also, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Ma'am, and ma'am, also we are giving the senior, ma'am, as you are senior citizen, so we give fixed the rate of interest higher than other banks in on fixed deposit, ma'am. It's 0.75 paisa more than other bank provide you 0.50 paisa. Ma'am, we give you 75 paisa. This another benefit of senior citizen banking. Ma'am, my 2-year interest rate of FD is 7.95, ma'am.
Okay. All
In
right.
senior citizens, ma'am.
Any other benefits for senior citizens?
So, ma'am, and as ma'am, I am opening your account, then I am your relationship manager. If any, ma'am, requirements and any help you want to you want from banking, so you will call me, and I will always, ma'am, there for your service,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. All right.
So ma'am, shall we meet on tomorrow, ma'am?
Yes,
At
tomorrow evening
10,
should be
ma'am.
okay.
Okay. So, ma'am, thank you, ma'am, and please add my number in your contacts,
I
ma'am.
will.
If any requirement, then please call
I'll
me.
reach out to you. Okay. All
Thank you,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Who's going next for the role play? Brindavan, I still haven't heard from you.
Hello.
Yes. Suman.
Ma'am, Suma.
Yes, go ahead, Suman.
Good evening, Mr. Dinesh Kotian. I am Suman Sarkar from Axis Bank.
Okay.
Mr. Sohail Ahuja, you refer to your number for, you know that, ma'am?
Yeah, I know that. He's a doctor, so I know he's a colleague, so good friend.
Yes. He is also is our priority customer in our Axis Bank. It's a good relationship with us. That's why I refer to you. You also need a good good service with our Axis Bank. So the best facility in our priority proposition. So. So can we meet tomorrow for this better understand the priorities, how to
Yeah, of course we'll meet.
benefit your.
Yeah, but before that, I wanted to find out. See, basically, I am a doctor and I've started my own practice and I needed a current account. So, how can Axis help me with a current account?
Obviously, ma'am, you also open a current account in priority facility. You have to maintain a 4 lakhs rupees in current account, individual current account. You also add your family member and your also savings account. Add your family group. The whole maintenance is a 4 lakhs rupees maintenance in your total family group. Also, you have maintain your TRB, the total relationship value, is a savings account, current account, or your total fixed deposit, or your mutual fund. Total 15 lakhs your TRB is having your priorities proposition. Also, you have all members are all members are truly priority relationship facility. All members are priority debit card. Your privileged debit card, you access to your how can you outside outside city sorry.
Yeah.
Out of town or out of some others travel to other cities, you can access your airport launch, airport launch, or you and your family. And you also have a locker with you and your family. You have a large locker, you have 50% discount at lifetime, or your small medium locker, you have 25 discount in long time.
Okay. Tell me, what are the charges for non-maintenance?
You have maintain your priority account. You have no maintenance charge. You have not maintain your priority eligible criteria. You have 600 plus GST.
Come again. What is 600 plus GST?
600 rupees plus GST. The non-maintenance charge.
For priority accounts, in case if I don't maintain balance, I'll be charged 600 plus GST as non-maintenance charges.
Primary account. This primary account.
Okay, all right. And tell me, I was given to understand that you have an airport lounge feature available.
Yes, ma'am. Is
that applicable for domestic and international?
Is it applicable for domestic, not international? Quarterly 2 airport launches you have.
Okay, so 2 per quarter only on domestic airport lounges. Okay,
yes,
all right.
You have to also offer your our privileged credit card. You have the same facility of the airport lounge access.
Okay, all right. So why don't you come over? Maybe we could discuss it in detail. Yeah.
So shall I come tomorrow? Yes, second up.
Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Same to you. All right, who's up next? I think we are done with all the role plays.
Hello. This is Vrindavan Mahanti.
Yes, Vrindavan. For a long
Um,
time.
yes, ma'am.
Managed to see all the role plays. Confident now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I am.
Go ahead. Let us start. Vrindavan, you'll have to speak for the role play to begin. Chaliye.
And I have to choose number 7.
Sorry?
I have to choose the role play in number 7.
I have given you role play number 6.
Number 6. Okay, ठीक है senior. Okay, ठीक है. I have to.
Yeah.
Let's start, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
This is Vrindavan Mahanti from Axis Bank, a new RM. Actually, ma'am.
Yeah.
Previously, you are in our Axis Bank. Ma'am, can I speak Hindi?
Have you understood the scenario?
हाँ एक्चुअली यहाँ पे है कि रिया अग्रवाल मैडम जो है वो प्रीवियस बैंक में उनका वो
You know her from before. She doesn't have an account with Axis.
हाँ
She's your early customer. She's your customer from the previous organization.
हाँ प्रीवियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
Understood?
हाँ मैं जी मैम
Can we begin?
तो लेट्स स्टार्ट मैम गुड मॉर्निंग रिया मैम
Good
दिस इज
morning.
Vrindavan Mahanti from Axis Bank and new RM new relationship manager. Ma'am, you are a previous RM in which bank?
Sorry?
एक्चुअली आप कहीं कहीं रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर में काम कर रहे हैं क्या प्रीवियस बैंक में?
No, I'm not working as a relationship manager.
एक्चुअली मैम मेरे को जितना पता चला कि आप कहीं पे प्रीवियस बैंक में हमारा कोई यहाँ पे आप रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर में काम कर रहे थे.
वृंदावन सिचुएशन ये है कि ये आपका पुराना कस्टमर है.
ओके ओके.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Start.
Okay.
मैम आप तो हमारा बैंक के बहुत पुराने कस्टमर हैं और प्राइवेट कस्टमर हैं. तो मैम मैं अभी नया ज्वाइन किया हूँ, जैसे कि आपके मतलब अकाउंट के पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजर मैं ही हूँ. तो मैम क्या अभी अभी जो हमारा जो आपका जो अकाउंट है उसके बारे में कुछ आपको सर्विस रिगार्डिंग जो कुछ चाहिए मैम, तो मैं क्या आपके साथ आप मेरे से हेल्प ले सकते हैं?
Okay, so tell me something. Tell me something about the edge reward points.
मैम एक्चुअली हमारा जो एज रिवार्ड पॉइंट है वो है 10 रिवार्ड पॉइंट इन 200 रुपीज. जो 200 रुपए में हमारा 10 रिवार्ड पॉइंट आपको मिलता है हमारा प्रिविलेज क्रेडिट कार्ड में.
Okay.
और मैम हमारा अभी नया एफडी रेट भी आया है जैसे कि आप अदर बैंक देखेंगे, HDFC बैंक और ICICI बैंक देखेंगे, तो वहाँ में हमारा फिक्स डिपॉजिट का जो रेट है वो है 7.20 है, एज पर द normal saving fixed deposit rate, and senior citizen is a 7.65. ये 2 years के लिए है, तो सबसे ज्यादा FD रेट में चाहिए मैम। और दूसरी बात है मैम, अभी आप कहीं बाहर मतलब कहीं ट्रैवल में जाते हैं, जैसे कि एयरपोर्ट या जैसे कि कहीं पे
Yeah, I
जर्नी कर रहे हैं
travel.
मैम?
I travel.
हाँ, तो मैम अब जो ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, हमारा ट्रैवल में क्या होता है ना, जो हमारा जो कार्ड होता है, डेबिट कार्ड होता है हमारा एक्सिस बैंक का, और उसमें बहुत सारे लाउंजेस, अच्छे लाउंजेस मिलते हैं, जैसे कि क्वार्टरली 2 लाउंजेस मिलते हैं, ईयरली हिसाब के 8 लाउंजेस, और डोमेस्टिक होता है। और सेम चीज हमारा क्रेडिट कार्ड में भी सेम फैसिलिटी रहता है मैम। और
Okay. What are the charges for your credit card?
मैम आपने प्रिविलेज क्रेडिट कार्ड, यू हैव टेकन प्रिविलेज क्रेडिट कार्ड, चार्जेस इज 3,000 रुपीज मैम।
3,000 rupees annual. Okay.
यस मैम, पर annum।
Anything else?
मैम और जैसे कि हमारे पास बहुत सारे जैसे कि म्यूचुअल फंड भी है मैम, जो इन्वेस्टमेंट में हम देखेंगे, नहीं तो कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट वगैरह जैसे कि इंश्योरेंस वगैरह इन्वेस्टमेंट है। तो आपका, आप तो मैम अभी तक आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, तो आप मैं जान सकता हूँ मैम अभी आप कोई जॉब कर रहे हैं या बिजनेस?
Yeah, I'm salaried.
सैलरी। मैम आप टैक्स सेविंग कर रहे होंगे शायद?
Yes, I have my PPF.
Okay, तो मैम how much amount you have deposited in PPF for year?
Whatever is the limit for the year. So the full limit I am putting in PPF.
नहीं, एक्चुअली फुल लिमिट तो मैम होता है 1.5 लाख के लिए होता है, 500 रुपए से शुरू होता है, और 1.5 लाख
So I put
होता
the
है
full
लिमिट।
amount. I put the full amount.
ओके, तो मैम फिर भी आपका जितना सैलरी इनकम है, तो ये PPF आपका हो जाता है 80C में अंडर में कवर हो जाता है। उसके बाद भी आपका सैलरी के हिसाब से जैसे कि जो भी टैक्स बचत आपका डिबिट मतलब जो डेबिट होता है, तो इसी हिसाब से आपको हमारा जो यहाँ पे जैसे कि इंश्योरेंस वगैरह जैसा है प्रोडक्ट, जैसे कि मैक्स लाइफ है, वहाँ से आप ले सकते हैं, जैसे कि आपको 80C में कवर एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट देगा, और लाइफ रिस्क कवरेज भी देगा। और
All right. So yeah, I'll think about it, Vrindavan. Let me think about it.
जी मैम, और हमारे पास मैम म्यूचुअल फंड भी है जो कि 80C में कवर में जाते हैं, और हाई ग्रोथ में भी मतलब बेनिफिट देता है मैम, जैसे कि
Okay.
ये हमारा इक्विटी जो फंड होता है, हाई रिस्क इक्विटी फंड में ग्रोथ अच्छा देता है मैम।
Okay. Good to know.
तो मैम कब, तो मैं आपसे कभी मीट कर पाऊंगा, तो थोड़ा अपॉइंटमेंट मिल सकता है मैम, जैसे कि टुमारो फ्राइडे है, और वीकली लास्ट वर्किंग डे है, तो दिस वीक इज पॉसिबल है, नेक्स्ट वीक?
I think let's meet up next week on Monday. Monday 4:30.
Oh, yeah, afternoon 4:30. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I see nobody. Yeah. Thank you, Vrindavan. I think most of
Mhm.
you all have completed. Thank you. Just a quick feedback from my side on the participants that I saw and spoke to. You need to make sure that you have the required product knowledge. Product knowledge is a big issue for most of y'all. Most of y'all don't know the complete details of the core product. We have had a lot of product sessions, and I would want you to make sure that you have complete product knowledge. Confidence is another thing. A customer will not open accounts, will not accept your cross-sell products if that confidence is missing. You need to be good at communicating. You need to be good at convincing the customer, and both would require you to know your products inside out, would require you to be confident. We are taking all these product sessions, all the questions, be it with respect to the priority program or for that matter, all the products that we have covered so far, be it the current account, be it the Forex card, be it, the locker facility, or for that matter, term deposits. We would want you to speak on these things. First and foremost, understand what is the purpose of the role play. It is fixing an appointment. How can you convince the customer to give an appointment? All right. And for that, unless you sound impressive, unless you sound exciting, energetic, enthusiasm, if it is not reflecting in your sound, it would be a problem. All right. So these are sessions where you can try, practice before you actually do that. And do not give wrong information to the customer. That is my sincere and humble request. Right. So thank you everyone for the participation. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm closing the session now. Thank you everyone.
Hello, hello, Rintu sir. Hello. Hello.